Hey everybody, JCB here at The Awesomest. You're watching the Awesomest Awesome List. Six Flags Magic Mountain is, in my opinion, the best amusement park in Southern California. Although I've only been to Knott's Berry Farm for Knott's Scary Farm, and I've never been to California's Great America, still Six Flags Magic Mountain is pretty great. You can keep your Flight of the Hippogriff and your Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. I want to ride roller coasters until I feel like puking. A lot of people ask me what are the must-dos at Six Flags Magic Mountain. If they're only going to be in town for a little bit and they don't have a whole lot of time, what are the things they absolutely must do when they go to Six Flags Magic Mountain? And I thought, that sounds like a great idea for a video, so without any further ado, here are the top 10 things to do at Six Flags Magic Mountain. Number 10, visit the Observation Tower. The Six Flags Observation Tower is the tallest structure at the park. It features 360-degree views of the entire... What's that? You say it's closed and it's been closed for years and shows no signs of ever opening ever again? Oh. What? Oh, I'm still the only person in this room? Well, who's operating the camera then? I got it, boss. Thanks, me. Alright, let's try this. Number 10. Go on some roller coasters. Of course, it sounds obvious, but since quite a few of the things on this list don't involve rides, I don't want you going to the park and having your eye on some ride and then getting wrapped up in all this other stuff and never getting a chance to ride it. As someone who goes to a new theme park every year and only has 2 days at each park, I can tell you there's nothing worse than really wanting to go on something and never having the chance to do so. So get on those rides. By the way, if you want a list of my top 10 favorite rides at the park, there's a link to that video down below, as well as a link to a video I just made that talks about what I think is the best ride progression for new coaster enthusiasts visiting Six Flags Magic Mountain. As I was saying, Six Flags Magic Mountain has a ton of roller coasters and all of them offer a whole lot of fun, except for Viper, so don't hold back, go on those rides, you'll regret it if you miss out. Number 9, see the Batmobile in Superman's phone booth. Toward the back of the park, you'll find DC Universe, which is where some, but oddly not all, of the DC-themed rides are located. I'm talking about rides like Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, The Flash. By the way, all those rides are terrible. But located near Wonder Woman's Lasso of Puke, you will find the Batmobile in all of its Michael Keaton Batman glory. Right across the way, you'll find a phone booth in front of Clark Kent's apartment, and inside, some very clearly Clark Kent-looking clothes, which is pretty cool. Both of these are great photo opportunities, and I recommend you take some pics. While you're in this area, head over to Clark Kent's apartment's front door and try ringing the buzzer for him and his famous neighbors. This is what this buzzer used to look like back when DC Universe first opened. Photo credit to the coaster guy, who's awesome. Check out his website. Today, the buzzer obviously looks a little more beat up, but the sounds all still play. Number 8, get your picture taken with a character. Six Flags has licensing deals with both DC and Looney Tunes through a partnership they have with Warner Brothers. So in DC Universe, for instance, you'll often see superheroes just walking around or standing in specific areas to take photos with fans. And in the little kid Looney Tune land, you'll find the same thing happening with Looney Tunes characters. I've done a few of these over the years and I highly recommend it. It's a completely free way to get a souvenir from your first visit to the park. Just make sure you have someone there to take your picture. And it doesn't have to be a park employee. Anybody with a smartphone can take your picture with the character. Number 7, catch a show. Magic Mountain is known for its roller coasters, but they also put on some pretty decent shows. Whether you catch a show in the Full Throttle Plaza, the steampunk-themed circus show called Quirk over by Twisted Colossus, or any of the major musical acts that come through the park over the course of the year, you're sure to have a great time. Number 6, visit Bugs Bunny's house. As a grown-ass man, I try not to spend too much time in Looney Tune land with all the little kids, but one of the coolest things they have in there is Bugs Bunny's house. If you've ever wondered what it looked like down inside that rabbit hole, this is your chance to experience it for yourself. From his oversized chair to the window that's underground, I highly recommend you check out Bugs' house and look up to the rabbit hole, it's pretty cool. Number 5. Ride Gold Rusher. There are a lot of roller coasters at the park, 19 to be exact, but none of them are older than Gold Rusher. This is the park's first and oldest roller coaster. As with any ride that's pushing 50, Gold Rusher is showing its age, and I'm sure it's just a matter of time before it either breaks down in a way that's too expensive or impossible to fix, or the park just decides to replace it with something better. Six Flags Magic Mountain likes to take the big anniversaries of its rides and use those as an excuse to completely revamp the ride. So ride Gold Rusher in its current form while you still can. Number 4, check out the Taffy Pole. Along the back of the park over by Apocalypse is a little candy store called Coaster Candy Company. Inside you'll find all sorts of goodies. In addition to sweets, they also have their own taffy pulling area where guests can watch the masters at work. The few times I've been lucky enough to actually witness this happening, I for some reason didn't think I should record this. So basically over the last 3 years I've been trying and failing to get really good footage of them pulling taffy and making candy. But I do recommend you do this. The nice lady who works there said they normally do it around 10:30 in the morning, so just pop your head in there and see what they're doing. Number 3, the Revolution. There aren't a whole lot of rides that would tell you absolutely have to ride while you're at Six Flags Magic Mountain. I mean, different people have different tastes in their kind of rides. So, for instance, I love Tatsu, X2, and Twisted Colossus, but you might like Batman and Scream. It's different strokes for different folks. However, if you want to ride the very first successfully vertically looping roller coaster in the entire world, you have to ride the New Revolution. This is a piece of roller coaster history, and it only exists at Six Flags Magic Mountain. Before the Revolution, many coasters had tried and failed to create a vertical loop that actually worked. The secret to the Revolution's success is the teardrop-shaped loop you see here. Without the genius design of the Revolution's very first vertical loop, we might never have had the crazy intense roller coasters we have today. Number 2, ride the park's tallest and fastest rides. You can't come to Six Flags Magic Mountain and not ride the tallest and fastest rides at the park. That's like going to Cheesecake Factory and not eating any cheesecake. It's weird. So what you're gonna wanna do is ride Superman Escape from Krypton and Lex Luthor's Drop of Doom. As of this recording, Lex Luthor's Drop of Doom at Six Flags Magic Mountain is the second tallest drop ride in the world, the first being just 15 feet taller at Six Flags, New Jersey. I mentioned the observation tower has been closed for a while, but a close second when it comes to getting a great view of the park and the surrounding area is definitely during the moments you have the top of Drop of Doom. As for Superman's Escape from Krypton, that's a backwards launch coaster that reaches speeds as high as 104 miles per hour, making it by far the fastest coaster at the park, the very first coaster to ever reach 100 miles per hour, and the 5th fastest coaster in the entire world to this day. Number 1. Visit locations from some famous movies and TV shows. A lot of Hollywood productions have filmed at Six Flags Magic Mountain over the decades. The most recent was probably an episode of Lucifer, which I just heard Netflix picked up for their final season, so you'll actually have a chance to watch that episode, which they filmed right by Chopsticks, and it was pretty cool. More notable appearances, of course, include the Chevy Chase version of National Lampoon's Vacation, Kiss meets the Phantom of the Park, and of course the opening credits to the show Step by Step. This is in addition to films like Roller Coaster and various other brief appearances in Glee, Encino Man, True Romance, Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, This is Spinal Tap, Drive, Zapped, Entourage, Wonder Woman, The King of Queens, Melrose Place, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Angel, Parenthood, Doogie Howser MD, Knight Rider, The A-Team, NCIS, and Chuck. I'll probably put together a top 10 list of movies and TV shows that have filmed at Six Flags Magic Mountain over the years, but that'll come later. Stay tuned for that. Anyway, that's my list of the top 10 must-do things at Six Flags Magic Mountain. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as I release new videos every week. And until next time, keep being awesome. That said, before I go, I did want to start the next giveaway for June of 2018 for a chance to win this awesome Deadpool hoodie. It is an extra large, but if you're just a little tiny person, that means it's a blanket. There are a couple of things that differentiate this contest from the contests I've held in the past. First,